Jamila Souffrant, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, a step-by-step guide to achieving wealth and happiness. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? You're here because you're dreaming of telling your boss, "I quit," packing your suitcase and setting sail for an endless horizon. In short, you want to know about financial independence. Well, buckle up, because it's not just about sipping cocktails on a beach after early retirement. It's more nuanced than that, and it's a journey you're probably already on, whether you realize it or not. This blink to your journey to financial freedom will serve as your treasure map through the wild seas of finance. Along the path, you'll evolve from a debt-ridden explorer to a carefree captain of your financial destiny. So if you're ready to switch up your life, then come aboard. Learn the fundamentals of financial independence. The initial step toward financial independence is understanding its core concept and what is involved in getting there. First, let's differentiate financial independence from financial freedom. Financial independence, or FI, is when your assets pay for your lifestyle. This means you no longer have to slog away at work forever. Financial freedom, on the other hand, is more about having choices and control over your cash flow, like being able to splurge on a vacation without freaking out about your bank balance. As you claw your way toward financial independence, you'll start tasting bits of this financial freedom. FI has many benefits beyond ditching your 9-to-5 early. It allows you to grab life by the reins, feel secure, and have the freedom to go after whatever floats your boat, be it chasing your passion, traveling, or just chilling. On your path to FI, you'll also develop personally and learn skills that enhance your life. But brace yourself. This won't be a quick trip. Pursuing financial independence could take years, even decades. To prevent yourself from getting overwhelmed, think of it as a journey with 5 distinct stages. Stage 1 is the explorer. Here, you're struggling just to keep your head above water, sinking deeper into debt each month. At this stage, you need to get your income and expenses under control. Stage 2 is the cadet. You've got your expenses sorted, but are still drowning in consumer debt. Focus on smashing that debt faster than the minimum payment schedule. Stage 3 is the aviator. Now debt-free, except maybe a mortgage, you can start building emergency savings and an F. U. Fund for those "I want to quit my job" moments. This is also the stage where you shift gears to investing and growing your assets. Stage 4 is the commander. You have enough money from your assets to take time off, work part-time, or do something you love for less pay. You're still investing, but also enjoying your hard-earned freedom. Finally, Stage 5 is the captain. Congratulations! You've hit your FI number, full financial independence. Your job now is maintaining your wealth and living your ideal lifestyle without financial constraints. So how exactly do you progress through the stages? The key is to focus on 6 things: mindset, habits, income, expenses, liabilities, and assets. These form your FI formula. First, add mindset and habits, and then multiply them by the difference between your income and mandatory expenses. This creates the so-called gap, which you'll then divide into 3. Liability reduction, that is, debt payoff; asset building, that is, savings and investments; and discretionary spending, that is, your fun money. The larger your gap, the quicker you'll progress through the stages. Now that you understand what FI is and where exactly you stand at the moment, it's time to create your FI plan. Lay the groundwork for your FI plan. It's crucial to understand that financial independence is not just a numbers game. Before you get lost in spreadsheets and budgets, consider the significant role your mindset and habits play. First, take a hard look at how you view money. Do you find yourself thinking, I'm no good with numbers, or I can't save without a six-figure income? These limiting beliefs are the first roadblocks you need to bulldoze. Equally important is examining your daily habits. Track them for a week, and you'll start to see patterns, both obvious and subtle, that are quietly eating away at your financial health. After this introspective phase, it's time to focus on improvement. This could mean learning through books and podcasts, seeking advice from professionals, cultivating a growth mindset, or introducing positive habits into your routine. These actions are essential to reshaping your financial management approach. The next key component is goal setting. These generally fall into two categories: life goals and financial goals. Life goals are all about the kind of things you want to have and the experiences you crave. They can also mean the kind of life you want to lead. It's essential to determine your preferred lifestyle from the get-go, because by doing so, you can tailor your financial plan to sustain that lifestyle both now and post-FI. To know your desired lifestyle level, you can use the guacamole lifestyle levels. This five-tier system compares standards of living based on the ability to indulge in small luxuries. Level 1 focuses on basic survival, with rare small luxuries. Level 2 permits occasional splurges outside of a tight budget. Level 3 integrates frequent, guilt-free minor luxuries into the budget. Level 4 allows flexible, unrestricted indulgence, often at premium costs. Level 5 epitomizes extravagance with limitless luxury access. Remember, there's no universally right level. Just pick what feels right for you. On the flip side, financial goals are more about specific monetary objectives: how much you want to earn, spend, save, and invest, and how to manage debt. Here, the focus is on increasing income and cutting spending. Achieving these lead goals paves the way for gap goals like saving, investing, and paying off debt. After setting your goals, organize and prioritize them. Break them down into short, mid, and long-term goals and sort them by importance. As you move forward in your journey to financial independence, it's important to balance these responsible financial targets with fun lifestyle goals. So now that you've done a deep dive into your mindset and habits and identified your life and financial goals, it's time to finally shift your focus to the nitty-gritty of your FI plan. Map out your FI plan. You can't start creating your FI plan without getting familiar with your numbers first. Understanding your current financial standing is undeniably a crucial step. So, where do you start? By taking a close look at your existing financial landscape, your current income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. Your income isn't just your 9-to-5 paycheck. Consider everything, from side gigs to property income to investment dividends. If your income fluctuates, average it out over the last 3 months. Now, on to expenses. There are two ways to go about tracking your spending. Look back at your past 3 months of expenses, or observe the next month's expenses. Categorize them into must-haves and nice-to-haves, and fixed versus variable costs. Don't forget to note how often these expenses pop up. Assets are next. When it comes to assets, it's about accounting for everything of value that you own. This includes retirement accounts, such as 401ks and IRAs, taxable investment accounts, cash balances, real estate properties, and other forms of investments. For liabilities, list out every debt you've got: credit cards, student loans, car loans, you name it. Keep track of the details, including minimum payments and interest rates. Got all that down? Great. Now let's talk about where you want to be. Your financial end goal. This part requires some forecasting: how your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities will look in the future, plus what your target FI number is. Tools like the 25x rule and the 4% rule provide guidelines for this. The 25x rule suggests multiplying your desired annual retirement spending by 25 to estimate the necessary size of your investment portfolio. The 4% rule states that you can safely withdraw 4% of your investment portfolio yearly over a 30-year retirement without depleting it. When planning, consider other potential income streams, such as pensions or rental incomes. Also, think about how your spending could change in retirement. Maybe less on the mortgage, but more on health and travel. All right, time for the real action: budgeting. This isn't just tracking your cash flow, it's about directing your money with purpose. There are different budgeting styles like zero-based and percentage-based, but the bottom line is you need to divide your income into specific lots, whether it's for bills, saving, or even fun spending. A good budget incorporates key elements like blow money for guilt-free treats and sinking funds for irregular expenses. Your budget also needs to account for things that regularly pop up, like annual insurance bills. To make them easier on your wallet, spread them across several months. However you plan on budgeting, what's important is that you keep tabs on what you plan to spend, what you actually spend, and what's left. And remember, a budget is flexible. It's a tool to help you make smart choices, not a straitjacket to prevent you from enjoying your money. So how quickly can you reach FI? It depends on several factors: your income, expenses, liabilities, assets, mindset, and habits. The goal is to use your income wisely, covering essentials, reducing debts, building assets, and still enjoying life. You can go as extreme as you like, living a frugal guac level 1 or 2 lifestyle to hit your FI number earlier. Or you can live your desired guac level 3 or higher lifestyle now and make peace with not reaching your FI number until later in life. Your financial plan will match your life and financial goals and how much you're willing to sacrifice at the moment. Remember, don't get too hung up on finding the perfect FI number right away. Use these estimates as a starting point and adjust as you go. Your goals and life situation will evolve, and so will your financial plan. Carry out your FI plan. With your FI plan in hand, your next and final step is to execute it. But, surprise, surprise, it's not just about stashing away your cash. You've got to play a smart game here, focusing on 4 key areas: spend less, earn more, slash your debts, and pump up those assets. First off, let's talk spending. You need to start scrutinizing every dollar that leaves your wallet. Question everything. Does this expense give you joy? Can you get it cheaper? Is it steering you towards your goals? Yes, you might have to cut back on some luxuries, but it's not forever. Find the sweet spot where you're saving money without feeling like you're living in a financial straitjacket. Remember, some spending is an investment in your happiness, like that gym membership. It's all about priorities. And when you do need to cut back, look at your big mandatory expenses too. You can seek savings in significant areas like housing, groceries, and bills by downsizing, using coupons, and negotiating discounts. Now, let's shift gears to income. If you think your paycheck is the only way to earn, think again. There's a whole world of possibilities to bump up your income. Start with the obvious. Negotiate a raise, take on overtime or extra work, or snag a higher-paying job at a new company. But don't stop there. Think side hustles, freelancing, or turning your hobby into a cash cow. Remember, more money means more freedom to chase your FI dreams. So, on to your debt. There are 2 main ways to break free from it. The snowball method, which means wiping out the small debts first for quick wins, and the avalanche method, which involves targeting the high-interest debts first. Pick what keeps you fired up and what you find the most applicable to your situation. But more than just paying off your liabilities, you need to understand why you got into debt in the first place. Was it impulse buying or a YOLO attitude? Figure it out to avoid a debt relapse. And yes, not all debt is evil. Think mortgages and student loans. You can use debt to your advantage too. Now, let's talk about building your assets. This is where the magic happens. To fast-track your journey to financial independence, focus on building assets through saving and investing. Start by creating an emergency fund, beginning with as little as $1,000, and build it up to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. Then, save for life's significant events like home purchases, family expansion, or travel. At the same time, delve into investing. Index funds are your go-to. They're straightforward and low cost, offering a slice of the market without the hassle of picking stocks. Also, leverage retirement accounts like 401ks for their tax benefits. The deal here is consistency. Even tiny contributions add up, thanks to compounding. Time's your ally in this game. The sooner you start, the better. Doesn't matter how much. Just get the ball rolling. Where you are in your FI journey dictates how you split your income among expenses, debts, and investments. If you're just starting in the explorer stage, focus on survival, cover your basics, and if there's a little left, maybe keep that 401k ticking over. As a cadet, get aggressive with your debt, but don't forget to save and invest a bit. Put 20% into savings, 20% into investments, and 10% into discretionary spending. Invest at least up to your 401k company match. In the aviator stage, with no more consumer debt, ramp up your savings and investments. And sure, treat yourself a little. Allocate 30% into savings, 50% into investing, and 20% into discretionary spending. Commanders, you might want to balance investing with enjoying your earnings. Split your gap 50-50 between investing and discretionary spending. And captains, you've made it. Splurge 100% of your disposable income if you want. You've earned it. Remember, FI isn't just about the end goal. It's about making smart, balanced choices along the way. So, take charge, make those tough calls, and watch your financial independence become a reality. This link to Your Journey to Financial Freedom by Jamila Souffrant has revealed that financial independence is absolutely attainable if you put in consistent effort over time. It's not an overnight process, but rather a journey with 5 stages you can progress through with a diligent focus on 6 key areas: mindset, habits, income, expenses, liabilities, and assets. Ultimately, financial freedom means living life on your own terms. Imagine what that looks like for you, and keep that vision in your mind's eye as you slog through the spreadsheets and budgets. And it doesn't have to be all delayed gratification either. This whole process is meant to bring more balance and joy to your life right now. While things may seem overwhelming now, know that your path to FI is yours to choose. Go as extreme or as balanced as you'd like. As long as you're moving forward, you're on the right track. Before you know it, you'll reach that final captain stage and really be living your best life. The journey to get there will change you just as much as hitting your end goal will. Okay, that's it for this Blink. Thanks so much for listening, and if you can, please take the time to leave us a rating or a comment. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next Blink.